Hey, how the heck are ya? This is Future Lewis coming at ya. Before this video starts, I had some GoPro footage kind of go missing, aka I deleted it on accident. Oopsie, sorry. It showcased how I installed all the clicks and clacks of how to do this install, but unfortunately I deleted it all on accident. This is less of an install video and more of me putting it together and showing you how much performance this car really got. So enjoy. Hey, look, I ran this over. Today, we're installing JB4. Easy peasy. Took this one off of my car already, but I'm just gonna show you guys how to reinstall it. I think the only requirements you're really gonna need are the HKS spark plugs. Full packs stay the same. That's really it. You don't need anything else to run a JB4. I also have the Bluetooth option, which I just took this thing apart and just plugged it in. It's really easy. I already have it zip tied to where I want it. I'm gonna be mounting it right here. I'm gonna show you how simple this is. So the hardest part of the install is running this OBD2 wire through the firewall. I'm gonna show you a simple way to do that, as simple as I could possibly do. I found this off of some guy on YouTube. I'll link him down below. So yeah, let's do it. So I wanted to show you guys where the JB4 actually goes in through the firewall. This is the OBD2 port with the sensor. Follow the wire going all the way up, and then it's gonna go through that itty bitty focus. So basically you're gonna pop that little thing out, and then it's gonna go through that little hole. It's kind of a nightmare to put through, but just squeeze it and then push it through. That's really it with your little shoelace. Okay, bye. There's the wire. I ran it up through that little hole, and then it should come up right behind the ECU. You can see here's the wire. I'm gonna attach a shoelace to it with the OBD2. You start with the plug inside, and then you run this through with the wire or shoelace like I'm about to show you right now. I have now inserted the wire through the firewall. So all I have to do now is just pull this, and you have a adapter for your JB4. Everything else is just plug and play. Let me show you what it looks like from the inside as well. We pulled the shoestring. This came out. This plugs into your JB4, into this little wire here. You can see the excess wire from the OBD2 port. I have a little sticky thing up there that it just sticks to when I'm driving, so there's no loose wires. Because it'd be scary if you pulled that out mid-driving. For this part, all you're really gonna need are just some zip ties to tie everything together. Other than that, it's just all plug and play. We have the fuel wire attached to the fuel wire, the MAP sensor attached to the MAP sensor, and then the boost controller down here for controlling boost. Zip tied everything so it looks a little cleaner. I put the nest back here, should be fine, had it like that before. And then use, like I said, the Velcro to attach the JB4. I have the Bluetooth module so I can connect it to my phone. I could show you guys that in a minute. But other than that, should be able to turn it on and drive it and should be good to go. Before you turn it on, just make sure everything is connected. Make sure your wire from the firewall to the OBD2 is connected to the JB4. Make sure everything is connected. You heard the clicks. And then you should be good to start your car. Also remember that your OBD2 port has to be plugged in order for this to work. Otherwise your car will freak out, probably go to limp mode. So clutch in. Unit up. No lights. Everything seems to look fine. Let me show you it on the app now. So here is the JB4 app. It shows you everything. You can hold these things to show exactly what you want. Ignition, load, map, whatever. Temp oil, whatever you want. I usually just run it on regular ignition. Ignition 1, RPM, boost, how much pedal you're putting in, air fuel ratio, and the fuel pump. Everything should be good, so it should be wired. So if I hit the gas right now, sounds good. Let me see what map I'm on. I should be on map 2, and then map 2, you go to settings here, and then you can see which is really cool with the JB4 app, what kind of map you have and what it requires to run the map. So here in Florida we have 93, so that's what I run. You can do E30, but I don't want to. You can even valet mode and it'll just cut the boost in half, I believe. I've tried it a couple times. It does feel a lot slower, but yeah, that's it. So I've had this JB4 in my car for I think I put it in at like 10,000 miles or something, and I put over 30,000 miles on it already, or 30,000 miles on the JB4, so my car is at 40,000 miles, and literally have never had a single issue. Only reason I took it off was because I was going to sell the car, and yeah, just never happened. So I'm just going to keep enjoying the car. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and right now let's just go for a ride. Put this in custom. Let me just show you my custom settings. We have everything rev matching off, everything sport plus, except actually everything's just sport plus. Cool, nothing crazy, just rev matching turned off. Cool. And I'm on map 2. With the JB4, it gives you, I believe, 5 psi more than stock on boost. Don't quote me on this, I have no idea, but I've been looking around, and then horsepower numbers are probably like closer to stock crank, so somewhere around 260 to 275 horsepower to the wheel. And I've raced some cars in Mexico that, you know, those numbers definitely sound true, because I'm surprised at the cars that this car can beat. It's kind of crazy. Second gear pull. Yep. Definitely feels more boost. So good. I love this thing, man. I think I saw peak boost was like 20.7. It may have hit 21, but I'm not sure. So I guess just call it 21. And stock is 17 psi. Not bad for a 4-cylinder, man. Jeez. This thing goes crazy. And then, like I said, I have all my gauges to monitor if, you know, I don't look when I'm full throttle, but, you know, if something bad does happen, I have my gauges to point out what's wrong. Because if not, then you gotta plug in your OBD2 and scan it, but this you got the live view. Pretty cool stuff. And like I said, you could do it for like a lot of other different modes. Jesus, these brakes sound so loud, man. Okay, I see. I get it now. So when it's on a lower gear, it hits closer to, it hits 21 and change, and then when it's in the higher gear, it doesn't hit as much. I guess it tapers the PSI per gear. That's pretty cool.